Let's spill some more tea about the Harem conspiracy, but let's specifically talk about the text that gives us all this information, which is the Judicial Papyrus of Turin. So this papyrus, which is in the Turin Museum in Italy, is the largest and most complete of essentially a series of documents that refer to this conspiracy. The papyrus doesn't necessarily have the court case itself, but has a summary of the accusations, the convictions, and the punishments that the conspirators received. There are actually several other shorter versions of the papyrus that scholars do believe may have originally been attached to this much larger piece that is in Turin. And those include the Papyrus Rollin, the Papyrus Varzi, the Papyrus Li, Papyrus Rifad 1 and 2. And it is believed that the entire papyrus may have been actually separated by a thief who wanted to essentially make more money by selling these to multiple people. But the very grateful thing that we have for this thief is that they cut this piece very, very carefully in very straight lines and did not separate any of the text. So it's a very weird theory, but we're very lucky that we have so much of this and that it is essentially not as damaged as many other papyri have been. Specifically, the Rollin and Li papyri actually go a little bit more into detail than the kind of more summarized version or condensed version that is on the Judicial Papyrus of Turin. Unfortunately, we have no idea where this papyrus was originally found, or how it was found, or technically even what time period it comes from. We know that it was probably discovered before 1824 in Egypt, and again, we believe that it probably was taken and then sold on the black market to many different museums or many different collections. And we believe that this does come from this time period, and it is an actual piece that the actual judges probably wrote as a summary, but where it was found is completely unknown. One of the theories is that this piece may have been found in a cache of 20th dynasty administrative documents in Western Thebes, but this obviously was not something that was properly excavated or anything. It was just probably found by looters or thieves, and then the pieces were sold on the black market. Now, the very interesting thing that I just learned is the hieratic that is used on this papyrus is much larger than it is typical for pieces that you would find in like an ancient Egyptian archive or essentially a library. And that possibly is because this was meant for display, which would make so much more sense as to why it is being condensed so deeply, is that it may have been as like a way to show people that, hey, this happened and here are the punishments, like literally a summary of the entire thing. And it might have been even displayed at Medinet Habu, which is the funerary temple of Ramses III, as kind of a way to show, hey, this is what happens when you kill a pharaoh.